Hello, beautiful friends. It's Beverley Buckley here with the Love Your Life show. And today I have Kumara Ford, who's going to be speaking to us about blue flame activations and all sorts of wonderful things with crystal healing and sound toning and all sorts of wonderful things like that. Just a little bit about Kumara. She's a sound and crystal healer. She's a singer who activates the DNA ascension for all codes, for all beings on earth through activation and recalibration of your personal DNA codes. Kumara is a bridge between the mystical realms and the path of awakening, creating profound spiritual rebirth. So for those of you who are ready for a spiritual rebirth, friends, it's time right now. Her awakening also began with a near-death experience, but she's going to be speaking to us about that today as well. And she also has had fully conscious out-of-body experiences, obviously connecting with her light family in other galaxies and many different dimensions. She also assists others to reconnect with their unique spiritual gifts. So she'll help you to connect with yours and accelerated evolution of our new earth. Isn't that exciting? We're in the new earth. Amazing. So she's had very many different experiences with like Archangel Michael, Metatron, Saint Germain, the Egyptian goddess Isis, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, indigenous elders, and many, many galactic councils of light. Her great love for humanity has called forth the ascension teachings for the ongoing light body activation to assist in the birthing of our new earth. So we're going to be doing a little bit of chatting about light body activations and all of those kind of wonderful things. How exciting is that? Okay, so I'm going to bring on Kumara now. Kumara, are you with me?
Yes.
Yay! Welcome, Kumara. Welcome to the Love Your Life show. I'm so unbelievably, incredibly excited that you're here joining us today. Thank you for this.
Oh, me too, Beverly. I'm really happy to be here.
Okay, so Kumara, first things first, what is it that's actually started you on this journey? How did things come about for you with what you've done over the years that you've been around and the activations and things that you've done so far in your life? Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, of course, I've really been on the path ever since I was a child. And what really picked things up was the near-death experience when I was 14. And that was in the ocean in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
And what happened was I swam out. I was a competitive swimmer at the time, and I thought it'd be fun to see how far out in the ocean I could swim, not knowing about currents and undertow. And as soon as I realized I didn't have the strength to fight that current and swim back to the beach, this huge wave came out of nowhere, and I just took a deep breath and went with it. Okay. And as I went under the water, I started having flashbacks of my whole life and realized I was probably getting ready to die. But then what I was told was that the purpose of life on earth was all about love, and that was the only important thing, was how you loved people, how you loved yourself, and how you went out into the world to love other people. So amazing. I was very scared because that one wave took me all the way back to the beach, and I never told anybody what happened because I didn't know what it was. But then 2 years later, at 16, I had a fully conscious out-of-body experience in high school one day. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was taken back into a home dimension and communicated, with my light family.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really, really, really amazing. And since then, when we had our little call just to see how and what we would be speaking about on this call, you mentioned that there was some things that you've experienced through your life and teachings that you've come into contact with in all the places you've been. I mean, the amount of grid work that you've done is like phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started getting guidance to go to different countries to do the sound work. Mm-hmm. So we went to Egypt twice. We went to Peru twice. Spain, Portugal, France, Andorra, Belize, Costa Rica. And so all of those trips, it's like I would be guided to do different things. And sometimes I was with a group of people, and sometimes I actually had to leave the group to go do what guidance was telling me to do.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. And so you did obviously little activations or big activations more like, and to assist in obviously the healing of our planet and stepping into the new earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
And Kumara, tell us a little bit about the blue flame activations. What exactly is that, and what is the work that you're doing now for people? What kind of coaching and activations and meditations and things and healing facilitations are you doing at the moment?
So what I'm really doing at the moment, and what I did in Sedona, was I did a group activation. So it was a combination of a guided meditation to do some healing work, and then bringing in the sound healing. And so the sounds are actually coming from different places, and they're meant to help people like open their hearts, or if they have any type of physical illness or even emotional, and also to help connect them to their galactic family.
Wow.
So that they are able to make these connections and have this this bridge, so to speak, to open them up to their path, just to expanding into their path, really.
And you call that the Rainbow Bridge?
Well, you can call it anything you want to. It basically changes with every person in every group, because there's different souls present. So it's like whatever I do is specifically for the souls that are present for that particular time and space. So.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. And then tell us a little bit. I know that you are you're going to be doing a meditation with us just now, an activation, but I believe you're also a life transformed coach. Tell us a little bit about that. What kind of things do you do with that as well?
This is really interesting because I just finished, this 1 year class. But truthfully, I've been coaching people ever since I was a child. So I didn't have a name for it. And I would tell people things and give people messages, and they'd go, well, how do you know that? And I'd go, well, I don't know. I just know. So what I later found out is that it's called claircognizance, where you just know things. So sometimes I hear things, and when I do the blue flame activation, sometimes I ask if there's a message for the particular person involved. And I mean, sometimes there is a message, sometimes not. And there again, it's like each session and every time I work with people is different. So there's no set routine. It's like totally leaving it up to spirit and leaving it up to the individual soul to receive whatever it is they need at that moment.
And then Kumara, one of the things we spoke about a while ago was the crystals that you say that you wear crystals, and specifically one of them is, I think, a tanzanite. I think that's the one that you're wearing right now. Tell us a little bit about the crystals that you've been wearing and how they've assisted you in your journey so far.
Okay, so I've been a rock hound my whole life, since loving to walk through the woods, picking up rocks and feathers and bones and antlers, all those things. And but when I'm doing the sound work, it's like the crystals are actually amplifying what I'm doing with the sound. And so I am actually a crystal also. So I'm the crystal, and I'm wearing the crystals, and when I do the sound, it like amplifies and makes the sound work more powerful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So would you, yes.
So I'm of course wearing the tanzanite because it's from Africa too.
Yeah. Africa, South Africa.
So different crystals have different properties, and of course the tanzanite works with opening the throat chakra, the third eye, and even the crown. So it's like I'm able to take those energies, and say you're in the audience and maybe you have a blockage in your throat. I've been meeting a lot of goddesses who've got blockages in the throat from suppressing their truth for so many years and probably lifetimes. So now I'm able to help release some of those blockages through the sound work and using the crystals that are specifically for those things.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And you mentioned something about goddesses. Now I know you do some goddess work. Tell us a little bit about that, because that is really exciting. I mean, I've been playing quite a bit with the goddess and goddess energy and all of that, and it's amazing.
So, well, I'll just give you an example. When we were in Sedona, we went up to the airport vortex, and we were watching that full moon rise right before the solstice. And we actually even saw a starship there.
Wow.
My friend pointed it out, and she said, "Look at that," and she said, "Isn't that moving?" And I said, "No, I'm sure that's Venus. It's so bright." And as soon as I said that, it flashed and then disappeared right in front of us.
Wow.
So we knew it was a ship. It wasn't a star. It wasn't a planet. So then 2 other goddesses showed up. And so I started guiding them through a ceremony. So we did the ceremony. I did some sound work. We did a guided meditation there on the vortex. And 2 of the women had blockages in the throat. Wow. And so I did some sound work directly to relieve that.
Wow, that is amazing. And you know what's interesting? Because I'm getting when I start yawning, I know that it's a part of my higher self going, okay, throat stuff. So I definitely feel that some of the stuff we're going to be playing with today is going to assist if we look at the throat and if we bring in some info or in some energy or some activation for the throat. What do you think?
Right. Oh, yeah. I think it's really important. And I think a lot of people, especially people who are going to go out on a larger world stage, they really need to let go of any type of fear or holding back or anything like that. So, yeah, that all has to do with the throat.
And this is so amazing because obviously this is the launch of the show. And obviously I'm so amazingly thankful that you've said that you would be on the show with me. So I'm unbelievably grateful. And just the throat thing I think is so important because one of the visions with the show is to have more people be able to speak their truth and to actually step into the love that they are. And like you said, when you were a child, you knew that the only thing that really matters is love,
Right.
and actually start to love their lives.
Yes, exactly. Because a lot of us have gone through some pretty rough stuff to get to where we are now. And we've had to wait until actually the earth and the grids were more open for us to be able to embody the power that we have. It's like if we had tried to bring in a lot of this energy before the time was right, we could have basically blown things up.
Wow.
So, and I want to interrupt you really quick. I want to give you kind of like a news flash. And so sometimes I get little bits of information which I think are important and I like to share. And one of the things I wanted to share with everybody is that we started having a light infusions right the end of May and the beginning of June. And these infusions are going on now all over the world, and they're happening to people every night.
Wow.
So yes, it's every night these are happening, and they will continue until December 4th.
Wow. And what are the light infusions about? What is the
so the purpose is basically working to bring our higher selves online, so to speak, bring in some of the higher gifts, working with the central nervous system, working with bringing more light and bringing more awareness of like who we are and our multidimensional selves, and also allowing us in the sleep state because they're very protective of us. They're trying not to disrupt our daily lives so much. So that's why it's taking place at night. But so that it's easier for us to step into our light bodies as we're here.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That is
Yes.
amazing. Woo! So excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kumara, I just want to let you know that we have a few people on the line. We have Sarah Lynn is here, Jane is here, Linda is here, Dorota is here, Leslie is here, and Sandra is here. Hello, friends. Welcome. And I do see that there is a request here from, I think it is from Linda. Linda, and I don't know if I can pull you onto the call right now, but if you have a question, and I'd like to suggest this for everyone who is watching the call right now, if you have a question, there is a chat, and you can type your questions in the chat, and we will answer them. Kumara will answer any of your questions that you come up with here today. We're very excited you're here on the call, and we're going to be doing a little meditation. And before I go into the meditation, quickly, I just want to mention that Kumara has actually got she obviously runs Blue Flame activations, and one of the things that she has for us on the show today, which is especially for you guys, is and you have to have been on the show, is three sessions with the Blue Flame activation, and she usually those are usually $200 per session, and she's giving a special today for $450 as a discounted rate for three of them. So Kumara, would you maybe just give us a little bit more info of what you do with those light blue flame activations?
Okay, so if I'm in person, I actually do it with a person laying on the bed or a sofa, so they don't have to move and they can like experience the full activation. But I've actually been able to do them even over the phone without seeing the person. Wow. And just the person usually tells me where they feel like they've got some type of blockage or some pain or something that just doesn't feel right. And so what I do is then I focus the sound through the kyanite crystal into that part of the body. But truthfully, the sound goes through the whole body.
Wow. I just gotta she said that. See, the whole body, my body went, I was like, whoa. You know, and I remember I watched you did a talk, I think in Sedona recently, which we've put online now. And one of the things with that talk that I thought was just the most amazing gift is I could feel it through my whole body. And you know, I'm one of those people who can actually have when I get activations, my body actually shakes. I get the Kundalini whole story going on, and people think that I'm crazy. And in the beginning, it frightened me too. But then I realized, oh, that's just how I activate. Okay, I can let it go now. Yeah. So it's really nice when you. I mean, because I think in the beginning also, when I was learning about, you know, activations and learning about my body, and I think this is great for the viewers as well, any of you that are watching, is sometimes you say, I don't feel anything, nothing, there's nothing happening. But that's also a feeling, because nothing is also a feeling. So if you think that, and I used to have that, I was like, I don't feel anything. What is that? And then I started having these gyrations going, and I was like, okay, something's going on here. So so it's happening. Don't worry, it's happening. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I think, Kumara, are you ready to get moving with the or get going? Would you like to do the meditation? I don't think we've got any questions from anyone. If you do have any questions, we're going to do oh, there we go. I see there's some questions. Okay, so let's quickly just have a look at it quick. Sandra has just said, Kumara and I shared time in Kona summer of 2014 together. We experienced a sacred portal open. Just seeing her face and hearing her voice has opened that energetic awareness fresh in you again. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's so special. Wow. Linda from Arkansas just wanted to say that I'm feeling Kumara's energy and throat chakra activations already. So it's already starting. Okay, so let's do this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this meditation right now. I want to. Okay, so take a deep breath, Beverley. I get very excited about this stuff. Okay, Kumara, shall we do this, girlfriend? We're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And what I want to say is when I do these meditations, are you getting feedback?
No, everything's good on my side.
Okay. I guess it was here. What I try to do in the meditation, and my intention for everybody, is to actually create this sacred, powerful space where you can return. So that if you feel like you need some support or you need some guidance, that you can come back into this space.
Okay.
So just to make that clear, so that it's almost like a home, like a safe space where you can go to help yourself. Okay. Okay. So let's everybody kind of move around a little bit and kind of start to let go. Release your neck, release anything in your back. And what I also have done recently, and I want to do it again today, is I want to make this like a multi-level type of meditation where we're doing things not just for ourselves, but we're also doing it for the earth and doing it for other people as well. So it's a larger, more powerful meditation. Okay.
So expand into more people, yes? Okay.
So it's like everybody get comfortable now and sit up straight or lay down, whatever you feel like doing. And we're going to connect and imagine our feet going down into the center of the earth, into Mother Earth, and connecting there. And then slowly coming up out of the crown of our heads. When we'll have like a golden cord that will take us all the way up into as far as you can go, as high and bright, into the most magnificent, peaceful, loving space, with the intention of connecting with your home family, your home dimension, your home star. And so we have expanded all the way up and out, and yet we're still connected to the earth. And now we're going to slowly, slowly rise up, and imagining rising up above your home and expanding out above your state and expanding above the earth. And we're going to go meet a group of angels that are sitting above the earth, that are always there. So this is where I often go to meditate with them. So this is a group of light beings, of like angels, that are always focusing love and light to the earth and to all beings on the earth. And so we're going to join them. And we're also going to create a beautiful mandala that we're on. So this mandala is like a tapestry of light and beautiful new colors, and it actually is flowing and moving. And we're going to bring in our favorite place. If you love the forests, I want you to connect with the trees and bring the trees there too. If you love the ocean, I want you to imagine your favorite place on the ocean. Or if you like just to be in the woods or near a quiet stream, to bring that place there too. So in the center, we're going to imagine ourselves. And if we have any physical pains or any blockages, we have sadness, we have fear, we have any type of anger, we're going to ask for that to be lifted and removed. And then on the other outer circle, we're going to bring in our earth. And so if you have any type of place on the earth where you want to spend and send special love and light, like the United States has been going through a lot lately, and probably could really use a lot of love and light right now. But there's other places too, so bring in your special place. And now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to contact some of the beings who've been playing in the dark, who've been playing in maybe governments, the military, financial systems, beings who have been playing in the dark and who are now tired of that burden and who want to come into the light. We're offering them healing and love as well. That it's time for you to join us in the love that created this planet. So now we're going to gently start to leave our beautiful circle of love and light with our angelic friends. We're going to gradually float back down above the earth, over our countries, and gently come back down into our homes, knowing that we have released anything that we need to release, and that we're going to come back together into our hearts and bringing all the love and all the light that we are into right now. And so here we are.
Wow. Oh. Wow, I was moving and shaking and moving and shaking. That was an amazing activation. Wow. Yo, lots of joy. I felt a whole lot of joy. Anyone in the chat, would you like to share your experience of that? Wow. Whew. That was really nice. I could do that again.
And you can.
I'll just press replay. So I come back to here. Replay. That's what I love about this kind of the new things that are coming through in the technology nowadays. Is we're able to record ourselves. We're able to. I mean, you're on the other side of the planet. I'm in South Africa. I mean, and we're able to speak to each other. You know, we're able to to connect like this. Like you're right here in front of me. Like there you are, right there, right there, right there, right there. How cool is that?
That is very cool.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Kumara. I appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure.
Everyone else's as well. So I'd like to just suggest in the chat, anybody, everyone who's on the chat, you are free and welcome to type in the chat what you experienced, what that was like for you. We'd love to hear what it is, what it felt like. Yes. And another thing, Kumara, one thing I was just thinking of is, would you, okay, so a tool, something, because obviously we have the whole sort of spiritual side of things when we do a meditation or when we do something like that. It's like, okay, now we can be all like, la, 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 and it's wonderful, right? And then you go back to real life and it's like, I don't know what to do with myself right now. So what would you say is a good tool or a something to use on a daily basis when you find that you up against the wall and you're like, oh God, I'm back in this crazy energy again. Please, how do I get out of this? How do I get back to my light and my love and my joy and all of that? What would you recommend? What would you suggest?
Well, for me, I usually head to the woods, and I go out into the woods and I connect with nature. And one of the other really powerful things is water. And even just getting in your bathtub, just giving yourself some space and time with some water. And what I love to do is I usually put some Epsom salts and some baking soda, but I also put in tons of essential oils. And right now I'm growing basil and lavender and rosemary. So I take some fresh things and put them in my bath. So it's almost like turning it into a ritual, and a ritual of loving yourself.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And I feel like it's really important to do that. And if you can do a few yoga postures and even just 5 minutes of sitting, and it doesn't have to be quote unquote meditation, but just deep breathing and connecting and expanding your heart, and just allowing the heart energy and the love energy to come through. And I mean, we all have times, when we're under stress or when we lose our temper or whatever. But the important thing is just how long does it take you to come back to center, and not judge yourself or not be mad at yourself because you lost your temper with somebody or something like that. And I mean, if you're at work, you can even like go to the bathroom and do some breathing. And I always encourage people also to do some singing in the bathtub or the shower. Or if you're in a pool or someplace like that, to even do it under the water.
Wow, singing under the water. Well, then definitely, for some people who have, because I know some people think, oh, I can't sing. And I think that's the biggest lie we've ever been told, because I think all of us can sing. It's just that we've been told for so many, however long, that we can't, that we think that we can't, but actually every single one of us has got our own unique, beautiful voice. So some people who have got maybe inhibitions about singing out loud, maybe to start singing underwater and then go, right, I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm singing my heart out.
Yes,
I love those, Billy.
There's nobody there to judge you or tell you you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. So that's, I love that. I love the water, because I mean, with my fiance and I, we also do take the Epsom baths, but I like the idea of adding flowers, because that's always been like a beautiful ritual. I know in the shamanic cultures, they do it as a ritual where they have flower baths. And there's loads of lavender growing right outside our house. I found it the other day. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much lavender. I don't know what to do with myself right now. So I think I'm going to go and ask the lavender bush if I can kindly have some of her lavender, and I'm going to do a lavender bath. And I think everyone who's listening should do one too. Yes, yes. I think if you also want to, I've got a few comments just come through now, and I'm also going to put another one out there. I'm going to say, if you'd like to comment by just mentioning one of the things that Kumara has just mentioned about techniques, is there something that you do for yourself? Do you take Epsom baths? Do you go into nature? Do you do the flower bath thing? Or are you going to do one this week? Yes, I think that's a good idea. Do one tonight. Why not? What do you think? Good idea. Yes, I think so. So quickly, Kumara, we've got two more little messages in the chat here. One is from Dorota. I don't know if I've pronounced your name right. I really do hope that I have, but it's not intentional. Dorota, thank you, Kumara. Yes, the sound went in and activated some parts of my body. Thank you. And then Linda, another one from Linda. Very powerful and expanding. Still feeling the vibrations. Amazing. Thank you, Goddess Kumara. When you started toning, my heart and throat chakra just exploded with vibrations of love. Love. I love that. That is beautiful.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay, so I think there was something else as well that I wanted to ask you. Let me just give me a second. This is a whole new thing here. Oh, there was one more thing I actually wanted to find out from you is you connected with very many different energies. So like I know that there's a shamanic side to your energy, and there's a very galactic side, and so you've got like the two, almost seems like, I don't know if we want to call them extremes, but they're two very interesting energies or dynamics or ways that we look at the world. Just can you kind of go into a bit more detail about, with the shamanic energy, what it is to you, and what the galactic energy, what it is to you?
Right. Well, something very interesting. In this lifetime, I'm part Cherokee and some other tribe. I don't know the other tribe. And also Irish and Scott. But what most people don't know is that the Native Americans are coming, or have been, from Sirius and the Pleiades. And even in Africa, I think it's the Dogon tribe, say that they're from the dog star, which is Sirius.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of the Native American cultures and the Aborigines and a lot of these cultures, they almost all have their stories that say that they're from a particular star system. And so for me, there is that very grounded and very primal Native American part, but also the galactic part. Because there have been a lot of secrets that have been kept by many different tribes, and a lot of different, predictions for, what's happening on the earth and things like that. And that's just, I guess that's just part of my essence and part of what comes through. And, but even when I'm doing the blue flame activations, or when I'm up on stage, my intention is to bring through the most powerful, healing, transformative energy for you. So the wonderful thing about the activations is that it bypasses my intellect. It doesn't come through my brain or my ego. So I become the open vessel to share as much as I can at one time.
Okay, that's amazing. So that's I like that you are opening yourself to be a channel for whatever needs to come through at that point in time. And I think that's a key. I think that's a key thing in mastery and discernment is or just being everything that you are. You recognize that there isn't anything that is not love. You get to that point, and so when you can be in that space, anything that is required, I don't like to say need, it's more like required for that specific time and space, like what we're doing right now is what is exactly required for this specific time and space, but also for anyone else who watches this. It's going to be it's going to be exactly perfect for them in the perfect time that this message comes through, because the beauty with this message is it almost feels like it's happening now and 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 now, and whoever's viewing it's happening for them now. You know what I mean? Which is the beauty of these videos. It just makes me so excited. Which is the beauty that we can do this, and it's kind of ever expanding in many different ways, and that's wonderful that you can access that and bring it through without with your being and without distortion. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Right. I'm a lucky girl.
You're like, yeah, well, this is what I do. It's just me. What can I say? It's just what I do. And then I've got one more, another message from Linda. Kumara, thinking of the water activation at the hot springs in Arkansas, your water activations are heaven. Love and light to you for sharing your gift. So once again, water, yes. Specifically remembering that, and also what you spoke about, the bath and the water. It's great.
Yes.
Awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, I want to say a big thank you to you, Kumara. I just want to mention again to anyone who's watching or listening, just that you know that if you'd like to get in contact with Kumara, your website, if they want to get in contact with you, is
kumarablueflame.com.
That's pretty easy. That's kumarablueflame.com, and I believe you have a whole booking form on there as well that they can actually book their sessions with you. But with this special, what would they do? What would they say? Would they say, I watched the Love Your Life show special, or what would you like?
Or they could even private message me on Facebook. That would be good too. And I actually prefer to talk to people live, because I feel things and I pick up things when I hear a person's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, so you can, so that's always been the best way that you and I have communicated, was through Facebook Messenger, because it is so versatile and so easy to use. So best way to contact you is through Facebook, and on Facebook you're just Kumara Ford, KUMARAFORD, correct?
Yeah. And also I'm on Kumara Blue Flame too. There's actually two different sites. But yes.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Kumara, for joining us today. And I think we have actually brought the show in on time. So I'm actually quite excited about that. And I loved that activation. That was like so cool, so amazing. I'm like, give me more. Give me more.
Yeah. Oh, and I do have a CD on my website, so people can also get the MP3 of the CD.
Okay, so and that's your singing and your sound toning and your music and all of those wonderful things.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, for showing up, for you, magical being that you are. Woohoo! And I want to say also thank you to all the ladies in the room. It thinks we've got a lot more. We've got ladies in the room today. Well, they're all lady names, unless you've got a gentleman who has a lady name, which is good too. So big thank you to all of you who have joined us today, this evening, for this is actually the very first show. So very exciting. And Kumara making her premiere debut on the Love Your Life show. Amazing. Yes. So looking forward to seeing you on the next show. We obviously have a few more shows set for the rest of the month, so you can come and check on the Facebook page at Love Your Life Show. Quite simple and easy. We make it easy for everyone. And thank you very much, Catherine. Kumara again. I know that comes up as another. Kumara, for joining us today. It was really a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you so much, Bev. I so appreciate it.
All right, cool. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to you out there. And we'll be seeing you on the Love Your Life show again soon. Mwah!